Hi friends, welcome to Mathematical Approach. Friends, today we have taken a new question of our special integration series. Our today's question is integration from 0 to infinite sin of lambda square x square plus 1 by x square over dx is equal to pi g power a divided by b lambda into sin of c lambda plus pi by d. And friends, we have to find out the value of a plus b plus c plus d where lambda is greater than 0. Okay. So if we observe this question, we have two sides. One is LHS and another one is RHS. LHS is to be integrated, and after the integration result we will compare that result with RHS. Okay. After comparison of result with RHS, we can find the individual values of A, B, C and D. Okay. And after getting the individual values of A, B, C, D, we can find the summation of A, B, C and D. Okay. So let us start our solution with LHS. Okay. So we will take I is equal to integration 0 to infinite sin of lambda square x square plus 1 by x square dx. Okay. Friends, if we observe these two terms that are lambda square x square and 1 by x square, then the one term contains x square and another one contains 1 by x square. X square and 1 by x square are reciprocal of each other. Okay. But here D contains only x. So we have lack of 1 by x. So we have to achieve a term D 1 by x. D of 1 by x. So for this purpose, we will replace x to 1 by lambda x. Okay, we will replace x to 1 by lambda x. So x is replaced to 1 by lambda x. So now dx will be what? D of 1 by lambda x. So as here we have replaced the value of x to 1 by lambda x, so our limit will be also changed. So our limit will be what? Now limit will be, if as we can see here, x and 1 by lambda x both are reciprocal of each other. So reciprocal of limit will be, reciprocal of 0 will be infinite and reciprocal of infinite will be 0, because if we put here x 0, then what will be our new limit? 1 by x. 1 by x will be what? Infinite. Our new limit will be what? Infinite. Okay. To 0. So our new limit will be infinite to 0. So now we get that I is equal to infinite to 0. Okay. And now it will be sin of lambda square into, we will put the value of x as 1 by lambda x. So it will be what? Lambda square x square. Value of x is what? 1 by lambda x. So it will be 1 by lambda square x square. And what will be value of 1 by x? Value of 1 by x will be lambda x. We can see it here easily. So it will be lambda square x square, and this is d of 1 by lambda x, as dx is replaced by d of 1 by lambda x. Okay, now we should simplify this. We get I is equal to what? I will be limit from infinite to 0, limit from infinite to 0, sine of here lambda square and lambda square will be cancelled out, so it will be only 1 by x square, and here it is plus lambda square x square and d of 1 by lambda x. Okay, because here our limit is 0 to infinite, so we will interchange these two limits. So interchanging limits, we will get I is equal to what? After interchanging of limits, the sign of integration will be inverted. So here it is plus, then after interchanging the limit it will be minus. So it is 0 to infinite, and sine of lambda square x square plus 1 by x square, and it is d1 by lambda x. Guys, you can see easily it is only simplification, and after that we can see that we should consider it our result number second. Okay, now we will add our result number first and second. So after adding, we should write here adding equation first and second. Now we will add this equation and this equation. So LHS is here I, and here also I, then addition of I and I will be 2I, that is 2I is equal to what? Because integration limit is same, so we can write it 0 to infinite, and sine of lambda square x square plus 1 by x square, and here also that terms. So these terms will be common. So we will take sine of lambda square x square plus 1 by x square, and after common it will be dx. Okay, it is dx, and here it will be minus, and minus d of 1 by lambda x. Okay, okay guys, no doubt. After that we will apply here a formula, that is what? That is d of 2I is equal to 0 to infinite. We will apply here formula, that is sine of lambda x minus 1 by x is a whole square, lambda x minus 1 by x is a whole square plus 2 lambda. We can write lambda square plus 1 by x square with lambda x minus 1 by x is a whole square plus 2 lambda. After simplification of these terms, we can get these terms easily, and here we can take d outside, so it will be x minus 1 by lambda x. Now we will write the next step. So let us erase okay guys, our next step will be what? 2I is equal to limit 0 to infinite sine of lambda x minus 1 by x is a whole square plus 2 lambda, and here we will write d of x minus 1 by lambda x. We have simply copied this term. Here. Now we should think about next step. As guys, here we can see that it is lambda x minus 1 by x, but here is x minus 1 by lambda x. We can achieve here lambda x minus 1 by x by simply multiplying these terms. If we multiply this term by lambda, then we can get here lambda x minus 1 by x. So we should multiply and divide whole term by lambda. So 2I will be what? 0 to infinite, okay, 0 to infinite sine of lambda x minus 1 by x is a whole square plus 2 lambda. Okay guys, now we have to here divide 1 by lambda and multiply 1 by lambda inside. So it will be lambda x, and multiplying lambda will be cancelled out, it will be 1 by x. Now we can see here that it is lambda x minus 1 by x, and it is also lambda x minus 1 by x. Okay. Now you can see the benefit of multiplying lambda inside here. Now we will take 1 by lambda outside of integration. So it will be 2I is equal to what? 1 by lambda integration 0 to infinite and sine of lambda x minus 1 by x is a whole square plus 2 lambda into d of lambda x minus 1 by x. Okay guys, now lambda x minus 1 by x will be considered as another variable. So let us take lambda x minus 1 by x as another variable. So let t is equal to lambda x minus 1 by x. Okay guys, so it implies that dt will be what? Dt will be d of lambda x minus 1 by x. Okay, no doubt here. And now we should discuss about limit. So our new limit will be what? Okay guys, if we put value of x 0 here, its term will be 0 and it will be minus 1 by 0. Minus 1 by 0 is minus infinite. So limit is minus infinite to if we put here infinite, this term will be infinite and this term will be 0. Infinity minus 0 is infinity. So it limit is overall minus infinite to plus infinite. Okay. Now we should put these values here in equation number 3. Okay guys, you can see easily it. Now we should take the next step. So our next step will be what? Our next step will be, that is 2I is equal to, because now here we should write 1 by lambda also. Now our new limit is what? Minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, minus infinite to plus infinite. Okay guys, minus infinite to plus infinite, and this term will be sine of t square plus 2 lambda, and it is now dt. Okay, now it is dt. We have put these values in equation number 3. Okay, so equation number 3 is converted to this form. Okay, now Next step will be 2i is equal to 1 by lambda, and it is minus infinite to plus infinite. Okay guys, now it is, we will expand sin t square plus 2 lambda, so it will be sin of t square cos of 2 lambda plus cos of t square sin of 2 lambda, and now it is what, dt. Okay guys, you can see it easily. So now let us go towards next step, that is, okay guys, now we should know two popular results, that are, it is our equation number 4. Okay, we know that what, minus infinite to plus infinite sin of t square dt is equal to minus infinite to plus infinite cos of t square dt is equal to square root pi by 2. Friends, this is the popular result. We should know these results. Okay, now we will put sin of t square dt and cos of t square dt over limit minus infinite to plus infinite as square root pi by 2. So we will put these results in this equation number 4. Okay, so put above values in equation 4. We can get 2i is equal to what, 1 by lambda, and now here it will be what, square root of pi by 2 cos of 2 lambda plus, here we have put integration from minus infinity to plus infinity sin t square dt as square root of pi by 2, and also cos of t square as square root of pi by 2. Now it is sin of 2 lambda. Okay guys, so our 2i is this. We can see here that square root of pi by 2 is common, so our next step will be, so now we should erase. We have simply put these results in equation number 4, and after that we have got these results. So now we should erase it and go the next step. Okay, so our next step will be 2i is equal to 1 by root 2, and we have taken root of pi by 2 as a common. Here we can see that it is cos of 2 lambda plus sin of 2 lambda. Okay guys, okay, now 2i is equal to will be square root pi by lambda. We can take 1 by root 2. Here 1 by root 2, we will take 1 by root 2 inside of the bracket, so we can get it as 1 by root 2 cos of 2 lambda plus 1 by root 2 sin of 2 lambda. Okay, we have taken 1 by root 2 inside the bracket because it is sin of pi by 4 and it is cos of pi by 4. So we can now put as 2i is equal to square root pi by lambda. We can put 1 by root 2 as sin of pi by 4. Okay, cos of 2 lambda. Okay, and this one by root 2 will be replaced by cos of pi by 4 sin of 2 lambda. Okay guys, it is our formula, it is our popular formula sin pi by 4 plus 2 lambda, or we can write it at sin of 2 lambda plus pi by 4 square root pi by lambda. We can write it as sin of pi by 4 plus 2 lambda. This term can be replaced by this. Okay, now we have to find out I. So I will be what? It will be divided by 2, so it is root pi by 2 lambda, and this is sin of, we can write 2 lambda before and pi by 4 here. Okay, it is our final result of LHS. This is our final result of LHS guys. Okay, it is our final result of LHS. Now we should compare LHS and RHS. So we should write this result here and compare with LHS. So our LHS is I is equal to square root of pi by 2. Square root of pi can be written as pi g power 1 by 2 divided by 2 lambda. Okay, and this is sin of 2 lambda plus pi by 4. Okay guys, but this is our value of LHS. This is our value of LHS, and this value of LHS is equal to RHS. So we can write here RHS as pi g power a divided by b lambda into sin of c lambda plus pi by d. Okay, now comparing both sides, we can get that a is 1 by 2. Value of a will be 1 by 2. A is equal to 1 by 2, and value of b is 2. Okay, value of b is 2, and value of c is also 2. Value of c is also 2, and value of d is 4. And value of d is 4. Okay guys, now we have find the individual values of a, b, c and d, but our final aim is to find the value of a plus b plus c plus d. A plus b plus c plus d. Okay, now a plus b plus c plus d will be what? Add these values. So these are value of a is 2, 1 by 2, value of b is 2, value of c is 2, and value of d is 4. Okay guys, so if we add these values, we will get what? 1 by 2 plus, this will be 4, 4, 8, 8 plus 1 by 2, that is our 17 by 2. Okay guys, 17 by 2. We can simplify this, that will be 8.5. that is 8.5. So our final answer is what? 8.5 or 17 by 2. So it is our final answer. Okay guys, so hence we have solved this question. And we have solved this question by comparing LHS and RHS. Okay. For these types of interesting problem, please subscribe our channel Mathematical Approach, and we will meet in next lecture. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching.